I suppose the big question is, I mean, just how solvent are the middle classes? I don't think that. I mean, okay, they've got their house, but you don't know if they've got secured loans against the property or unsecured loans, or the top of the range vehicle that sits on the drive. I mean, you don't know if that's on HP or not. I mean, it may well be that they sit in the evening trembling, but I don't know. The middle class is a bit of a mystery when it comes to finances, I think. They never seem to be short for anything. There's always adequate funds for, several holidays a year. Always plenty of money for, Samantha's music lessons, for example, at private school or something. Of course, there's fees for the private school as well. There's always, Rupert needs equipment for his activities or musical endeavours. And of course, when it comes to birthdays and Christmas, I mean, they've got to hand over, a pretty half-decent present, haven't they? So that must be a huge strain on the family budget every bloody Christmas. I mean, I never see Fulton and Mason much around town. Fulton and Mason trucks. I don't know if they shop at Fulton and Mason at all. I do, but I'm not sure they do. I love this little, let's not call it a burn, Andy, let's call this a brook. It just reminds me of a little brook. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? A bit of a change of the weather though. Sort of clouds and the breeze picked up, and I'm not sure what's happening weather-wise. Isn't that gorgeous? It really is, Eddie. I've also observed that an old proverb, ash before oak, we're in for a soak. Oak before ash, we're in for a splash. Well, for the last few years it's been ash before oak, and we've had a damn soaking right through the summer months, but this year I'm very pleased to say that the oak has come into leaf before the ash. This is what this proverb means. So oak before ash, we're in for a splash, meaning we'll have a few nasty thunderstorms, but that'll be about it. And that sort of weighs up the balance of nature, with all the rain and misery we've had for endless months in this part of the world. Yes, the middle classes have got a budget for dining out as well, and I mean the latte coffee, they've got to have a latte, nothing else is going to suffice, it's got to be a bloody latte. And it's not just a sandwich anymore, it's bloody got to be ciabatta bread or some other, something with mozzarella. All's got to be bloody mozzarella cheese or something, olives and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. It's I don't know if the middle classes you know, put any thought into it when the during the time of rapid growth in the United Kingdom, when the house prices were chasing yesterday's figures and overtaking them, that sort of thing. It was like it just started becoming very silly about what they were prepared to pay for things. And now all of us are burdened with the bloody same thing now. I mean, that's £7.95 for a bloody sandwich now, if you go anywhere. All jazzed up with that bloody rocket. Bloody inedible bloody garnish. I mean, you have to be a right greedy bastard to sit and munch the rocket on the plate. You're not meant to. If you want your money's worth, you send the plate back clean. In fact, I mean, most people I knew when we grew up, if they got tatties and mince or stewing, you know, stewing potatoes and that sort of thing, there was always a gravy, a sauce. A gravy, it wasn't a sauce. That's another middle class thing, a sauce. I mean, most people upturned the plate and you let the sucked all the bloody gravy down their throat. And if they didn't have a slice of bread, they'd bloody use their tongue to wipe up the remnants of the gravy on the plate. Less washing for mother. Everything's changed. I mean, you couldn't go to the restaurant and bloody upturn the plate and start bloody licking it, could you? I can still hear the machinist on the go down by Glenturret. So you can imagine what it's living like for me, living in a cul-de-sac with bloody that rackets from, you know, from April to bloody September, October. It drives you bloody insane. I think the strimmers are the worst. I do, I think the strimmers are... I mentioned a long time ago in my vlogs, I cannot understand why the bloody manufacturers can't get a silent strimmer, a silent lawnmower, or a silent hedge cutter. I mean, you can bloody design drones and all the rest of it and send bloody spaceships to bloody Mars, but you can't get a quiet lawnmower. I might write to Husqvarna or whatever you call them, or any other major manufacturers at Qualcast. I don't know if Qualcast is still in business, but I'm going to write to them all and say, look, what's the bloody problem? You can't get a quiet lawnmower, please. Sometimes I'm listening to Radio 4 in the afternoon theatre or something, the afternoon play, and somebody bloody starts a strimmer, the whole thing's ruined. Especially if I'm sitting out with a Darjeeling tea or something. But that's just a thought. I mean, it's... I think I'm going to do this actually. I think I need to get some answers as to why they can't do it. So I'll probably have a go at this, you know, and see what's what. But anyway, so I'm just heading back to Glenturret Distillery car park, and then I come across this. I mean, what the hell? Why would you need that signage on a path which obviously forks round? I mean, this is almost as bad as the bloody Met Office yesterday with their phone number to call in if you're affected by the sunshine. I mean, it's just become ridiculous. I mean, that's just... idiotic, isn't it? I mean, you must agree, surely. And if I was to be a mischievous kind of chap and I pushed that, you know, so that it veers round at 90 degrees and the arrow was going that way, how much would that confuse the people? We come down and go, oh, look, the arrow's pointing the way we just come down the hill. We better go up. We better go back up. But we can't, what's the point of that? Well, the arrow tells us to go up the hill. No, well, let's just ignore the arrow. No, I mean, we can't. No, the arrow says we go this way, we better go back up. Well, what about the distillery? Oh, to hell with it. Do you understand how stupid that is? Never mind, Henny. You've still got common sense. There's very few people left with common sense. I'm led to believe there's only 144,000 of us. And I mean, even this pathway was original, and somebody decided, well, I can't be bothered walking all that way, about what, 20 bloody metres, so they started going down this little thing, causing this. I'm going to take the original path, I'm sorry. Because the original path was designed in a much sweeter fashion. So you could pass the sycamore trees and have a little glance and a little touch of them. So, no, I don't like that path. Bad path, very bad. Let's sit in the refurbished bench, Annie. We'll sit. There's no horses today either, so we'll just sit and have a cigarette here, I think. Yes.